Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'll be going over the 2017 champion, my daily driver, the iPhone X. Believe it or not, this phone was the first of its kind, setting up the basis for the iPhone Pro series that we have today. While smartphones in general have a reputation for being quickly overtaken by their successors after some years of use, the X has remained one of the most popular smartphone options to this day, as its hardware was massively ahead of its time upon release and was the first iPhone to have the nearly all-screen display which introduced the notch. Before we get into the specifics, let's quickly mention why you'd want to buy the iPhone X today. Like heavy machinery, computers, and cars, phones are released at a retail price and then depreciate in value over time. Consumers therefore pay a premium for the latest technology available on the market. Assets like these typically lose the most of their value the first year after release, and steadily depreciate after the first year until they eventually stabilize into a final price after several years. Because the iPhone X has been in the market for a couple years at this point, now is the absolute best time to capitalize on the natural depreciation of the device by locking in your savings now and enjoying the modern experience for a sizable amount of time before your next upgrade. On top of this, further savings are achieved with buying a lightly used, expert-inspected device certified for resale. Pick up your own iPhone X for under $400 on UpTradeIt.com, the best resource to buy and sell expert-inspected used phones. So now that we know that it's currently advantageous to buy an iPhone X, let's cover its strengths, weaknesses, and conclude the overall user experience of how this phone performs today. The iPhone X has a 5.8-inch OLED Super Retina display, 2436 by 1125 pixel resolution at 458 ppi. With specs like this, when holding the phone to your face as close as you can, you probably won't ever see the individual pixels, and the high dynamic range means colors will show accurately, and especially blacks will render as a true black. This OLED technology was considered ultra premium in 2017. In 2018 and 2019 was only included in the iPhone Pro lineup, and is again used in 2020's iPhone 12 series. Needless to say, the bleeding edge technology that warranted a $1,000 price tag in 2017 is still top tier and competitive with modern flagships. The CPU. When the iPhone X was released, it was definitely the best in class mobile processor of its time. And compared to current Gen A14, it actually holds up well. The main improvements from A11 to A14 was power efficiency, along with some gradual speed increases. While modern iPhones will win out on paper, smartphones today have surpassed the need for cutting-edge chips to load your favorite social media. To this day, the X runs the most intensive mobile games smoothly and will continue to be supported in years to come. Just like console games, mobile developers typically create their games to be experienced by the most people possible, and take into consideration users who are understandably a couple of generations behind the most recent release. The camera. The iPhone X has a regular 12-megapixel lens, as well as a 12-megapixel telephoto lens. Similar to the premium display, future Apple releases would withhold the telephoto lens for exclusively the Pro iPhones, as the specialized lens enables an optical zoom that reveals a level of detail that ordinary cameras that rely on digital enlargement cannot capture. The improvements in the iPhones released after the X have been mostly camera focused, enabling features like an enhanced low light mode and the ability to zoom out for an ultra wide angle display. And while these features certainly are nice to have, they're just that, features. Camera quality is something that will always be improving, but has anybody ever said that an iPhone released in the last 5 years takes bad photos? No, they're some of the most advanced lenses in the world and are capable of recording 4K footage at 60 frames a second. This is a level of detail that most people can't even view, as 4K screens are not widespread in use by most consumers. Without a doubt, the cameras found in the iPhone X are high-end and will take some of the highest quality images in the foreseeable future. The battery. The iPhone X has a 2716 mAh battery with an expected use time of 13 hours of video playback. Like any other phone, this will last you from when you get up in the morning to perhaps the evening or at night depending on daily use. Smartphone batteries unfortunately degrade over time, and a replacement is recommended once the battery health is lower than 80%. If you ensure that you purchase a device with a healthy battery and replace the battery when necessary, I can guarantee the performance will be as premium as it was on day one. In conclusion, for these reasons, the iPhone X is still going strong in performance, features, and is confirmed to continue to receive software updates from Apple, sure to compete with the future iPhones yet to be released. I'm sure the customers who got the phone worth $1,000 on release are relieved that their purchase was such a robust and resilient model that continues to be modern and premium like its successors. Thankfully, you won't have to spend $1,000 for a modern experience, as high-quality, lightly used iPhone Xs are currently selling for less than $400. If you're looking to upgrade your phone at a fraction of the price, click the link in the description to buy an expert-inspected, fully functional phone as if it were brand new. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.